And I had this series of questions I asked myself. And again, the questions forced me to think. And the first question is, what am I happy about? So when you ask yourself a good question, you come up with good answers. And I was walking across the street, and my answer was, I'm happy. I think I found my calling. And I kept repeating the same answer over and over again. And I walked across the street, stepped up on the curbing, and there's a church. And the first thing I saw was the statue of Mother Mary. And over the next 3 minutes, Michelle, somebody else was in charge. I had an out-of-body experience that it took me quite some time to get my composure back to where the walk is usually about 40 minutes, and about 30 minutes in, I got to the second question. Now, it's not like it's a very difficult question, but it just took me that long to get my composure back. And the second question was, what am I excited about? And I kept saying, I'm excited about my future. I'm excited about my future. I kept going over and over and over again. So when it was time to go home, I realized, like, okay, you can't act like that was a normal walk. That I realized somehow I was touched that day. And I went back to the Mother Mary. I put my hand on her head. I looked up. I said, I wasn't looking for advice, but if this is a sign, I'll follow your lead. And I realized right then and there that God just appointed me to help others, that it was time for me to step up and really become the best I can possibly be, that I really need to go to the next level because he just appointed me. And I realized that it's no longer about me. Wealth creation is a byproduct of getting everyone else what they want. So when I got clear on my why, I'm like, okay, well, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, I think that's the ultimate teacher tapping you on your shoulder. Say, this is where you need to go. So it became clear to me that me first, work on me, learn, study, master, teach, and then everything I learned through that, I'll be able to help my clients do the same. So asking yourself the right questions and thinking and embracing when something like that happens. I could have avoided it. I could have ignored it. I said, oh, that's crazy. No, I embraced it and took the sign. And I think a lot of people, when they start asking themselves questions, they have answers. Then they start micromanaging the process and talk themselves out of it, just embracing it. Embrace it. It's there for a reason.
What happens when you ask yourself questions? What happens kind of
brain has to work. See, when somebody else is talking and our brain may or may not be working. A lot of us out there listening, we're married. We have spouses. Anyone who's married, you could raise your hand if you've been in 100% of every single conversation you have in this class and with your spouse, and I can guarantee no hands are going up.